Straight away to my co-host, the fabulous Gemma's with me. Nice to see you again.
Hello, lovely to see you. And we have got such a busy show today, haven't we?
We really have.
Got our special guest, of course, Ruth from Celebrity Cruise Line. So she's going to be chatting with us, which is very exciting.
We also have a Thomson all-inclusive, and it's a 2-week all-inclusive for under £1,000.
I know, that's incredible. We've got a Remembrance Day cruise as well. Obviously, it is Remembrance Day today, so that's very special.
And I shouldn't mention it, but we have got a cruise under £400 at $399. Now, I know we always get thousands of new viewers watching every single show. So, for those viewers that maybe don't know Planet Cruise...
Yes, well, exactly. Should we tell them a bit about it?
Should, don't you?
Well, Planet Cruise are an award-winning travel agent, and everybody that you ring up when you ring us is an expert in travel and in cruising. Not only that, we're ATOL and NABTA protected, so if you book through us, you know, you're completely financially secure. You can totally trust us. We've been around for 10 years now. We're award-winning. You know, so really...
And one of the real market leaders as well.
Absolutely, and some of the most competitive prices.
Absolutely. And we can make any holiday bespoke as well, so we can add hotel stays, we can find you any cruise, any length of cruise. So, honestly, we would love you to watch the show and maybe book your first cruise. And, of course, a free phone number as well. The details are on the screen, 0800 840 1088. Or, of course, you can go to the Planet Cruise website, planetcruise.co.uk/TV. But we did mention that we've got a cruise for under £400 to start off the show. Honestly, in all the years I've presented this show, I don't think we've ever had anything like this for under £400. And it even includes flights. It is, of course, with MSC on board the Splendida. So let's take you on board and we'll talk you through. So, Gemma, when we think of MSC, we think of these opulent, wonderful ships, don't we?
Absolutely. The decor inside, I think, is very, very glamorous. And the MSC Splendida, the ship that you're looking at now, was launched in the spring of 2009. Absolutely stunning. She's got so many great facilities on board. You'll see there, that's one of the staterooms. Gorgeous, really luxurious. The food is absolutely fantastic. They do a lot of Italian food. You can see the spa is absolutely luxurious if you fancy a little bit of pampering. Great entertainment, lots of areas where you can just go and get away from it all, have a workout. You've also got on board, which is rather nice, a 3D cinema, so that's pretty cool. A sports spa, yes, you see you've got great facilities for children if you are travelling with the family. But it's glamorous, delicious cuisine, very friendly staff, very hospitable. They've got that real sort of Mediterranean flavour to their hospitality. You're going to have a wonderful time on board. And it's also got an area called the Happy Island, which is almost like an exclusive, privately accessed area. Almost like a VIP bit within the ship that you can book to stay in as well.
The Happy Island?
It's rather more expensive, but it's very, very nice and very, very luxurious.
We know that you will have a great time. We've had amazing feedback with MSC, and if you're quick, and you will have to be quick tonight, you can grab this for under £400. Now, our Keith, who presents the Friday show at 11 o'clock, he's been single for a good couple of years now, hasn't he, Keith? He hasn't he?
Yes,
he has. He has been single. It might be long. It might be longer, actually. But anyway, Keith, if you're watching, we have a great single price of $399 on selected days. Jokes apart, you know, if you are single, it's a great deal. And I know quite often you pay, you know, a big supplement. Not if you book this cruise. We have selected days at dates, I should say, at $399. This is a flash sale that's happening right now with MSC. And a wonderful itinerary, which Jenna is going to talk you through. So we fly. Oh, by the way, really nice flights as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The flights are included with a very well-known airline as well.
British Airways, as it happens.
So that makes it even more incredibly good value when you think that you could almost pay that just for a flight.
But
no, you're getting 7 nights cruising as well. So you fly from London to Genoa and then transfer to the ship. And then on day 2, you are going to find yourself in stunning Rome, one of my favourite places. You're getting pictures here, of course, of Genoa, which is where you are going to embark that gorgeous ship and then just sail just along the coast of Italy to Rome, where you'll know so many of the landmarks. The Colosseum is an absolute must-see. It really, really is. They do great guides around it as well. But also, you know, meander through the piazzas, stop for a coffee, drink it all in. Everywhere you turn, there are these ancient buildings, and you can really imagine yourself back in ancient Rome. It's fantastic. And then on day 3, we are in Palermo. So you are in Sicily. Absolutely stunning. Now here there is loads to see and loads to do. You've got the Cathedral of Palermo, you've got the catacombs, and plenty of historical sites.
And it's a place that I've never been, but I've heard some lovely things. Now we're in Tunisia next. So just take over to Tunisia.
So we sailed to La Goulette. Now, this is beautiful. You must go to the Arab Souk, which is the main market in the very well-preserved Medina, where there's a square with a fountain. Now, of course, over history, Tunisia has been occupied by so many different types of people, so you can see all of that in the city.
Then the next day is a relaxing day at sea, and we're making our way, after our day at sea, over to one of my favourite cities in the world, Barcelona. Do you know, I've been to Barcelona, it must have been half a dozen times now, and it is magical. You know, I just love walking down Las Ramblas. You've got some wonderful tours you can take in Barcelona.
But Sean, it's Barcelona, surely, if you're saying it properly.
Barcelona.
Barcelona. But you're right, it's absolutely gorgeous. The Sagrada Familia, looking over the whole city. It's an absolutely beautiful place to go. And then on day 7, you arrive in Marseille, which is obviously in the south of France. Now, from here, what I quite like is you can obviously spend the day in Marseille, but you could also go off to Avignon. You could go into the French countryside and visit all the little rustic places around there, like Aix-en-Provence as well. It's absolutely beautiful, real authentic France. And then, day 8, you arrive back in Genoa and disembark the ship. And that's your lovely week in the Med.
When you think you've had BA flights, return flights, you've had that amazing cruise, and you can pay just $399 tonight. Or, remember, if you are a single passenger, you'll pay exactly the same there as well. Amazing value. And also, just want to point out as well, if you are going to go for a yacht club cabin, we've got a very special offer where you get a free £400 on-board spend and a great price on the yacht club. The yacht club is something really special.
That's the bit I mentioned right at the beginning, where you've got almost like a separate area within the ship. I sort of likened it to like a VIP area, if you like. So it's a very, very posh part of the ship, and it's, you know, that bit more, well, it's the yacht club. It kind of says it all, but yes, it's very nice.
And don't forget, if you want more information, our cruise consultants are ready. Just take your calls right now. We know this one. I mean, we very rarely ever have a 7-night cruise for under £400. I think that's probably the best single price that I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's really worth booking, isn't it? I'm not being funny. That kind of money, sometimes I could spend in a week at home on just rubbish, you know. It's incredible value for money, given the experience that you're going to have. And if any of the details aren't good for you on any of the cruises, such as you want to fly from somewhere else, or just give us a ring, because we can often sort it out.
We certainly can. The single price, and I've gone on about it a lot, but we've had loads of emails recently from single passengers, you know, looking for the best deals. This is one of them right now. And that single price, by the way, we've got a $399 for December, and we have got $399 for some of the January dates, and a $419 for February. So some really, really great single prices
nice
on
time of
various
year to get
dates.
away.
But it is, as we mentioned, it is a free phone number, so if you've got any questions, any queries, give us a call back now on 0800 840 1088. And there's the prices. We've just mentioned, we've got some great prices across the board there on December, January, March dates there, and some in February as well. And what is so nice, if you are new to cruising, so much is included, you know, great restaurants, fabulous food, great entertainment.
Well, you've got so much choice, haven't you? Depending on what you fancy, you know, you can eat in different places. It's lovely.
I just love seeing that $399 there, don't you?
I know, it's incredible.
But we're joined by a great friend of ours on the show. The lovely Ruth from Celebrity is back. Nice to see you, Ruth.
Lovely to see you both too.
Well, last time you were here, we had one of the busy shows in our history with Celebrity.
We took the whole show, didn't we?
Yes.
It was one of the best we've ever done. It was
amazing.
incredible.
And I gather you've won a few more awards, haven't you, Celebrity?
Well, not me,
not you
but
personally,
Celebrity
no.
has, yes, absolutely. We've been voted into the top 100 holidays to do by Condé Nast.
Oh, wow.
I know. And we were voted Cruise Line of the Year at the Travel Industry Awards just a few weeks ago.
Oh, my word.
Beating everyone, so we are absolutely delighted by that.
I shouldn't be surprised, because I've just booked my next cruise with Celebrity, so, you know, I do know how good you are.
He's mentioned
You
that
do.
a couple of
Yeah.
times
He has,
today.
hasn't he?
Now, Ruth, you're here with some big celebrity news today, aren't you?
Well, this has been one of the biggest launches of our lives today at Celebrity Cruises. We went on sale for 2016-17. I know, for our loyalty guests today and general sale on Friday. And we launched our best ever campaign where we're offering drinks, gratuities and onboard spend, your choice of any two of those.
Wow.
On Ocean View and above. If you book a concierge balcony, we'll give you them all.
Oh, that sounds
It's incredible.
It's the best promotion ever. It really is. It's one that we all love. Now, I was on board the Eclipse fairly recently, actually.
Yes.
She's a beautiful ship, but I gather you're making her even more beautiful.
We certainly are. Even though she's only 4.5 years old, we're
She's a
already
baby.
going to be upgrading her. Here you can see her. She was voted best ship sailing out of the UK this year, and that is a massive accolade that we are very, very proud of. Stunning staterooms, be it the penthouse suite or an interior or a balcony stateroom, designed by a team of 5 ladies. Another award we won this year, Sean, you'll be delighted with this one. I know how you love our food. We were voted Best Cuisine at Sea by Food and Travel magazine.
Gosh.
It doesn't surprise me. I mean,
I know.
Your food is outstanding.
It is exquisite, isn't it? Of course, our lawn club, which you just got a glimpse of there with our gorgeous sunset bar, and of course, the half acre of real growing lawn. But this is one of the new features. This is our new gastropub. Over 40 handcraft boutique beers, a wonderful wine list, cocktails, and some beautiful snacks and comfort food.
I think
And
this
what's
looks
this one?
amazing.
This
yeah.
is a frozen cocktail bar. It is out at the pool, right in the sunshine. You couldn't wish for a better place. Our casino, I've entitled it A Little Less Las Vegas, A Little More London, for our British guests. And of course, our new portrait studio, which will be brand new as well. And all of this is going to happen in April. So you could be one of the first guests to sail on the all-new Celebrity Eclipse when she arrives in Southampton next May.
And honestly,
amazing, isn't it?
she's already one of the most beautiful ships in the world, but now...
I know, and at 4.5, we're already bringing all these wonderful new features to her.
But these are the standards that Celebrity are known for. Their 5-star standards are incredible. They really are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Beautiful decor as well. It's so contemporary
Yes.
and clean. And
Floor-to-ceiling windows, open
beautiful,
spaces.
yeah.
You never feel as though there's a lot of people around.
But we have got the most amazing Scandinavia and Russian cruise for you right now. So, Ruth and Gemma, talk us through, because this is from Southampton, isn't it?
sailing from Southampton.
It certainly
which
is, so
lovely.
you've got the ease of that. But of course, this is where we are going to be giving on Ocean View and above. And we're giving you a free Ocean View to balcony upgrade. in fact.
So this price on the screen is for a balcony?
It is.
Oh, my word, for 2 weeks now.
It is. And we're going to give you your choice of 2 from free drinks, $300 on board spend, or free gratuities. Any
That
2
is
of those.
great
But
start
if you
to the holiday.
upgrade to a concierge balcony where you get canopies and sparkling wine, fresh fruit, flowers, then we will also give you all 3 of those benefits.
So you are going to be very well looked after.
You are.
Southampton, a first day at sea, just to settle into one of the most beautiful ships in the world, and we're making our way over to...
Copenhagen,
we are.
yes. And the lovely thing is you've got an overnight on board as well, which means you can really do some great excursions in Denmark, of course, the country's capital. And it's a country rich in lots of Viking history. You've got so many beautiful castles to go and visit,
You
haven't
certainly
you, as well?
have. My favourite little thing is the
Yes.
Little Mermaid. You can
Oh,
walk past
yes.
her. And also, because we're there overnight, you can visit Tivoli Gardens, which really comes alive at night.
Absolutely, they are completely magical and always mentioned when you're looking for things to do in Copenhagen. So they're a must, and definitely with that overnight on board as well. That would be wonderful. And then we are sailing off again. You've got another day at sea, and then on day 6 you're arriving in Stockholm in Sweden, where one of the best things to do, and probably the biggest tourist attraction, is Gamla Stan, which literally means old town. It's just a beautiful neighbourhood. You could see in the pictures all the different colours of the buildings, really vivid, interesting architecture, just gorgeous just to stroll around and take it all in.
And also one of the most beautiful sailings in the world. It's worth getting up early for. It's an archipelago. From your balcony, the view is spectacular.
And you have got a balcony, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, and that's a really, you know, clever tip as well when you're cruising. That's part of the joy, isn't it? And then on day 7, you are arriving in Tallinn in Estonia, which you were saying earlier is becoming a really up-and-coming place to go, isn't it?
Very,
really
very
buzzy.
vibrant, and it is one of the hottest new destinations in Europe.
Yes, yes. OK, so it is. It's a very artsy place. There's a lot going on, loads of culture, beautiful old sites to see as well, such as the palace, such as the cathedral. But I think you'll really enjoy Tallinn. And then we move on day 8, you've got another overnight on board, this time in St. Petersburg.
Wow.
So I think,
I've never been yet. It's on my wish list.
Oh, that's the next one to book, Sean.
It is, isn't it?
It is the most incredible city.
Yeah, I think you'll really enjoy St. Petersburg. It's a wonderful place. Again, so many palaces to go and visit because, of course, Peter the Great founded it in 1703 and built these sumptuous Tsarist palaces that you can go and have a look around. You can take a little river tour, in fact, and see loads of them if you can't fit them all in 1 or 2 days. But there is just so much to do. You could even, with an overnight, go and see the ballet, maybe.
Absolutely. We do a shore excursion to see the Russian ballet. We do. It's a wonderful evening, not to be missed.
Incredibly special. Another day at sea, and then day 11 you're in Berlin, which is one of the most fantastic cities I've been to. Vibrant, so much going on.
And that's one place I've not been to, Sean. I want to go see Checkpoint Charlie.
You absolutely love it. Yes, exactly. There's so much history there as well. And then you've got 2 more days just to chill out and enjoy that beautiful ship before you get home.
When I was last on a celebrity cruise, the cruise director said, we're going to rock till we dock. And seriously, and we did, you know.
We rocked in style.
We did.
Absolutely.
You know, everything that, you know, till the very last minute, everything was still there. Great entertainment, great food. Yeah, it was the final 2 days at sea you will love on this beautiful ship.
You will. And actually, what's lovely is that it is a very busy itinerary. There are lots of things to see and do. But there are days at sea in between, so you can relax, recuperate, enjoy your modern luxury.
And I have, you know, I've been on this beautiful ship and her sister ship, and she is just outstanding. I love everything about her, Ruth. I'm not just saying that.
It's why she was voted best ship sailing from the UK, and there are a lot of them. Speaks for itself.
And I actually hosted a cruise on this ship, and the feedback from the customers, you know, was phenomenal.
Yes, it really certainly was. Yeah, a lot of them have booked to come again this year on the fact that they came with you the first time and now they want to sail with us again and again.
Oh,
huge accolade.
If you've never, ever cruised with Celebrity, now we've got this brand new promotion that's just been launched. Please take advantage. So let's just remind you of some of the great extras you're going to get. So, free upgrade from an ocean view to balcony. Now, this is the really exciting part. Yes. Choose 2 from either the free Classics Drinks package, the free gratuities, or $300 on board spend. The drinks package, Ruth, I mean, for nearly 2 weeks, that's got to be worth it, hasn't it?
It would cost you, for 2 people, about $1,300.
Wow.
For that duration of cruise. And it covers so many things, as you can see. Spirits, beers, wines, cocktails. But even if you don't drink a lot of alcohol, or any alcohol, it is still incredible value because Cafe Al Baccio has these beautiful specialty coffees and teas, your sodas, all your juices, bottled water, which you can take ashore on your shore excursions. It includes so much. And, of course, your gratuities for all of your drinks are included, too.
And you know, I have tried quite a few drinks packages on the on the 20.
So rumour has it, Sean. So rumour has it.
No, but I have I've been very lucky. I've had, previously doing 20 cruises, but your drinks package is really outstanding.
It is the best in the industry, and that's our consumer feedback. It is, absolutely.
It's not limited at all.
But that's what's so lovely about this campaign is guests can choose. It doesn't have to be the drinks package. If you would prefer to have onboard spend of $300 and gratuities, we're leaving a choice
and you can
just
go
to
the
you.
spa. with your
Absolutely,
onboard
that
spend.
would be
sort of,
me.
yeah.
That would be me, definitely.
And we have got a very small deposit on this one as well, from
Yes.
£99 per person.
That's absolutely right. Certainly.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It really is, isn't
Fantastic.
it?
Yeah.
You should, Jem, this should be your next one.
I know,
Seriously.
I know.
It really should. You'd love it.
I have to be very careful here because I just want to book everything.
I know.
So it's terrible.
And of course the car parking.
Yes, Planet Cruise are going to give all the viewers that book tonight free car parking as well, on top of everything else.
I know.
Honestly, you really do need to give us a call for this one. However, Ruth has got something else, her personally. No, you haven't got sleeves, but you've got... but you've
Yes,
got
I
another
did
surprise
bring you
for us, haven't
another
you?
surprise because I know we featured this a couple of times, and it's not Cruise with Sean this year. It is Cruise with Keith. He has a big
Well,
following.
he's younger, he's stronger.
Oh, so they say. But this is the wonderful Cruise with Keith. It is 7 nights in the Norwegian fjords. The hot deal on it right now is we launched today, again, the same benefits. Ocean view and above. We are offering your choice of any two, from free drinks, free gratuities, and free $200 onboard spend.
This is honestly one of the best offers ever.
Yes.
It's one of the most popular. I know out of the allocated staterooms that are available, I know I said with Keith, but he's got his own stateroom, obviously, but over the staterooms that have been put aside, over half of those have already been
They
booked,
are.
haven't they?
It is selling very, very quickly.
Yeah.
And now with this new offer on, we know it is going to rock it.
Can I just ask, because I did this exact cruise last year,
Yes.
and I had a balcony and the drinks package, and I chose the gratuities.
Yes.
How much is a balcony? Do you know?
$11.99.
Is that all?
It is.
That's
And
very
a balcony
good.
is kind of a must on this itinerary because it's so stunning. And the ports of call, the scenery breathtaking.
Yeah. I think I'd have
Really
missed out a
is.
lot by not having the balcony.
Yes.
But the interior cabins are still very, very nice. They're beautiful.
They
really
are. And of course, the last thing is the concierge. You would get all 3 of those benefits as well on a concierge balcony.
Our advice is give us a call. Now, can I just say, Ruth, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you very much for inviting me back again.
Thank you. It's lovely to see you.
we always love having you on the sofa with us. We really do.
Thank you.
And
It's
we
been a
love
pleasure.
we love celebrity. We really do.
We know.
Right.
Thank
you do, don't you? Now, we do need to move on, though, because we have got an amazing cruise from Princess Cruises on board the Sapphire Princess. And it's your chance of travelling over to Vietnam, Cambodia and Thailand with a Singapore stay as well. Let's talk about Princess's brand, because they've had huge success, haven't they?
They
They're
have.
very respected, Gemma.
They are very respected, and this is the Sapphire Princess, which is the second of only 2 of the princess ships that have been built in Japan. You've got everything on board here you could possibly want. You've got the traditional set dining in the international dining room, but you can also go to the anytime dining restaurants and eat whenever you like.
So no set
Yeah,
tables
you
at
can
times?
have either or. You can
Lovely.
either go the traditional way or you can go and eat whenever you fancy. They've got both. They've got lots of specialty restaurants as well, steakhouse, Italian. The entertainment is really, really first class. So fun. You know, you could be entertained from dawn to dusk pretty much, whether you're getting up and doing a yoga class and then going to eat a lovely breakfast and then maybe going on the jogging track, going for a little flutter at the casino, having a massage. It's just sheer heaven.
I mean, this is why cruise holidays are so popular nowadays. So much is included, and
Well,
the
that's
standards
right.
are so high.
I think it's that thing of you just leave kind of your brain at the door. You don't have to sort of make any decisions. You can just wander around and do what you want.
Yeah, modern life is very hard. You're a busy
Yeah.
working mum. You know,
Yeah.
cruise holidays are just the ultimate
Well, that's why
relaxation.
it's so nice, because I don't have to make any decisions.
No.
It's all there, and I can just go, oh, I'd like that, please. It's just wonderful.
Well, this has one of the most exciting itineraries as well. It starts off with a flight to Singapore, and you're then transferred from the airport. We have 2 nights in a 5-star luxury hotel here.
That's right. And, you know, when you think that the price of your flight, your return flight, is included in this as well, it really is such fantastic value, seeing as you are going so far. Now, Singapore, fantastic city to get your holiday off to a great start. Loads of cultural diversity, fabulous shopping, as you saw there. You've got lots of modern elements to it, such as Disneyland, for instance, and the city and all the rest of it. But you've also got, you know, the Singapore River cruise that you can do and go and visit the mosques and the zoo and go and have a cocktail in Raffles Hotel. So you've got your 2 nights there. You can really make the most of it.
And with any of the cruise holidays with Planet Cruise, everything's arranged now. So you get your transfer next to the port, and then you embark the Sapphire Princess
Yes.
for 11 nights cruising.
Yes.
The first day is at sea.
Yes, that's right. And as you say, that's all sorted out for you. So you've got your day at sea, and then on day 6 of your trip so far, you're arriving in the port's called Bandar Seri Begawan, and that's in Brunei. But first, we will talk about the ship, because
Yes.
you're getting the pictures here, and it's just absolutely beautiful. As I said before, you've got, you know, your traditional dining, but you've also got your anytime dining as well. And you can see the standard of the food. Look at that. That makes my mouth water looking at that. Delicious. Fabulous entertainment as well.
And I was going to say, the entertainment for me is a big part of the, you know, the cruise life. And the standards are exceptional.
Very high,
you know,
very,
West
very
End,
high.
Broadway standards.
Oh, those dancers work incredibly hard.
Some of the best shows I've ever seen in my life have been on board cruise ships.
Yeah, and how nice that you've had a day at sea, you've gone and had your dinner, and then you're like, should we take in a show? You know, how often do you get to do that?
And it's all included.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, if you go to a really good show in the West End, you're looking at £50 a ticket.
At least,
know? Yeah, and so you've got that all included on that beautiful ship. So then we do sail into Brunei, which has got sort of obviously a real reputation because, of course, of the Sultan of Brunei. So there is a huge amount of wealth in this. It's kind of quite slow, sleepy place. You must go to the main water village. Kampong Aya is a real must. You could hire a local water taxi anywhere along the waterfront. And the mosques and museums are also really worth seeing. I would try some of the local cuisine. Ask anyone where you can find a genuine sort of Malay restaurant to give it a try, and you can't go wrong. Then, day 7, we're back at sea, and day 8, we are arriving in Vietnam, in a port called Nha Trang. Sorry for my accent, I'm just going to say that in advance.
No, it's probably better than mine, Gemma,
Yeah,
so.
I don't know. But it is one of the little islands you'll see, so you're going to get a bit of beach here as well, which is another lovely
it really
aspect
looks
of this.
beautiful, doesn't it?
Absolutely gorgeous. And then on day 9, you sail into another part of Vietnam, into Ho Chi Minh, which used to, of course, be called Saigon. And in fact, many locals still use the name Saigon as well. It's a very large city, the largest in Vietnam, 10 million inhabitants, and you'll see skyscrapers rising across the landscape, but also these brightly coloured Buddhist and Hindu temples and French colonial buildings as well. So much history as well. You can go and see the Museum of Vietnamese History, or go and visit the tunnels that were used in the war. And then you've got a day at sea on day 10, and day 11 you arrive in Cambodia. So it's a really extensive tour, if you like, around the Far East that a cruise allows you to do without having to organise it all.
So you are going to see an awful lot here,
You
aren't
are. It's going to be great. Tick lots of places off. And then day 12, you arrive in Bangkok in Thailand, which is just a mad place, really.
You know, again, it's a place that I really want to visit, but I only want to do it on a cruise ship. And,
Yeah,
and have a taster.
And you know what? It's great for a day, and I think that's all you need. You know, you go in, there's little tuk-tuks everywhere, you see all the markets, and, you know, you can go and visit the big Buddhas and stuff. And then day 13, you get another completely different taste of Thailand when you rock up in Koh Samui.
Yes, this is going to be a little bit more relaxing, isn't
wow,
it?
one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. All I can remember is sitting on the beach eating a banana pancake that tasted like the best thing I'd ever eaten in my life, and it cost about 20p. And it was so delicious. Anyway, absolutely beautiful water, so you get that. And then day 14, you are back at sea, and day 15, you arrive back in Singapore, and then you fly home from there back to London overnight.
So, again, when you look there, so many fabulous
I know.
ports and destinations, and everything is taken care of. I think this is why, you know, cruise holidays, as we mentioned, are so popular. You don't have to worry, you don't have to plan a lot.
No, well, if you were trying to sort out that itinerary for yourself, you'd probably have to go for about 5 weeks or something. You should be getting from place to place and all of this. And just the fact that you've got this beautiful ship taking you to all these places makes it so easy.
Now, something we really want to highlight on this particular cruise, some of the great upgrades as well. So all of your return flights are included. In general, we can always provide flights from most UK airports. So if you see anything on the show and you think, oh, that flight's not right for me, it's too far away, just ask our cruise consultants.
Yes.
They can really, really help you out with those. But great upgrades. To have an ocean view, to have all of that natural light coming into your stateroom is going to be such an advantage. And you can do that from only £50 per person. So, you know, really worth checking out the upgrades. And you are going to get 11 nights aboard. So here, we can see here, the inside to the ocean view and even to the balcony doesn't actually go up too much at all, does it?
It's not a huge amount. You know, so if you can, a balcony would be incredible going to those destinations.
Now, it is time for a surprise hot pick for you right now. Oh, yes. Have a look at this. And so this is just coming from Cruise and Maritime, and it's a very, very special cruise, isn't it? It's remembered special.
Absolutely, and if you'll see on the itinerary that you start off in Tilbury, and it is taking in Amsterdam, Belgium, etc., but you arrive at Honfleur in France, which is, of course, where you could go and make a trip to the beaches and pay your respects. So, you know, we've put this together today. For obvious reasons, it is Remembrance Day today, so we thought that would really honour it.
And 6 nights from 489. I know we've got a very special offer on that one, and the single from only 829. And you can either say, give us a call right now. We've got very experienced cruise consultants that can talk you through, can answer any questions, you know, can listen to what you need out of your holiday. Or, of course, you can give us a little click and look online on our website as well. Now, Jim and I are staying with you every Tuesday, 8 o'clock, but the Sunday show is now on a Friday at 11 a.m, isn't it?
That's right, with Keith.
With Keith.
So do tune in if you've got a nice Friday morning to yourself, grab yourself a cup of coffee and have a look.
Yes, absolutely. 11 o'clock. Now, we know from the many years that we've presented the show, it's about nearly 8 years now, that whenever we bring you a Thomson cruise and stay that is all-inclusive, the phone lines light up. We have one tonight. Now, sometimes only the hotel is all-inclusive. Sometimes it's just the cruise. This is the entire 40 nights for under £970. It's amazing. It really is. That's all of your food, all of your tips, all of your drinks. It works out under £70 per person per night. And you are away for 2 weeks. You will love this. But I say, whenever we can't bring you these offers every single week, but we have this available today. And our Keith, who presents, say, the Friday show, he worked for Thomson for many, many years as cruise director, and here he is to tell you more.
With its uniquely British product, small, intimate ships, a great range of cruise and stay options, all tips included, an unrivaled number of regional airports you can fly from, plus a generous baggage allowance, it's little wonder that Thomson Cruises is turning heads. They boast one of the highest levels of repeat passengers in the industry, and after 6 years working for them, I can tell you why. They are without doubt the friendliest ships afloat. Some friends of mine who cruise a lot always pack 2 sizes of clothing. One for the start of the cruise, thank you, and one for the end. And once you've tasted the food on board, you'll understand why. It's international cuisine with a British twist. And with open sitting as standard, you won't need to rush trying to keep to the ship's schedule. You can set the pace and enjoy up to 7 meals a day. Trust me, it's possible. Whether it's a freshly poured pint in a nightclub or sipping a cocktail of the day poolside, each of the bars on board Thomson ships enjoys a unique and special personality. With honest low prices, juggling waiters and service with a smile, you're never more than 2 minutes walk away from a refreshing aperitif. The Thomson Cruises has some of the best entertainment afloat. In a 2-week cruise, you'll see no fewer than 10 full production shows and some great comedy from award-winning UK guest artists. Add to that fantastic interactive game shows, cabarets, and all singing, all dancing deck parties, and you really won't want to go back to your cabin. There is lots and lots of choice with the accommodation on board Thomson ships, from insides through to stunning suites. All are en suite, offer 24-hour room service and 2 turn-downs a day. The only surprise you're going to encounter is what your hand towel will be transformed into when you return every night. My favourite is always the monkey with the sunglasses.
The feedback we always get with Thomson is so much fun, such a, you know, people making so many friends, a really great relaxed atmosphere, but fantastic food and service, that always comes up really high.
Really, really good. Quite a few Brits on board as well, so you make lots of friends, and yeah, just great atmosphere.
And you know, for those of you, you know, on a budget and thinking, I don't want to go away, and, you know, sometimes holidays get out of control, and when you add up what you've paid on drinks and entertainment, and everything else, you know, they can become a bit of a nightmare. What you're paying right now includes everything. So let's talk you through it. It starts off, of course, with our flight over to Palma, doesn't it?
Yeah, over to beautiful Palma, which we'll come back to, actually, because that's where you're staying at the tail end of the trip. So then you've got a lovely, relaxing day at sea, and you sail into Calvi in Corsica. Very beautiful, rugged scenery there. And then on day 4, you are in Roma, which we spoke about at the top of the show. But Rome is just stunningly beautiful. You could go there 10 times and love it as much every single time. It's one of the most romantic cities in the world as well. Oh, it absolutely is. Just take your camera. It's stunning. Go and sit on the Spanish Steps as well. That's quite a cool spot where you can see the world go by. Vatican City. You've got to go and see, you know, the beautiful ceiling painted by Michelangelo as well. That's a must. And then on day 5, we sail into Livorno. Now, the great thing about Livorno is that you can kind of decide what you want to do. You could go into Florence, which is about an hour's drive from Livorno, and Florence is just spectacular. Again, works of art from very famous artists, beautiful galleries. But you could also go the other way and go to Pisa and see the Leaning Tower.
And this is what I did. I just had to do it, you know.
Yeah, you've got to do it. You've got to do the classic photo where it looks as if you're leaning against
the did do the picture.
Everybody does it. It's fine. It's got to be done. And of course, also there's a beautiful place called Lucca near here, which is like a walled city.
I went there.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Stunning.
And all pedestrianised, so you can just wander around and sit in the squares and do some shopping. It's beautiful.
I'll be honest, I've never even heard of it, but people recommended it, and it was stunning.
Yeah, it's really, really gorgeous. So that's a must. And then day 6, you sail into San Rafael in France. So you're taking in some beautiful ports here. Day 7, we're in Barcelona, where, of course, we mentioned Barcelona earlier on in the show as well. One of the best things about Barcelona is that although it's large and spread out, it's surprisingly walkable.
Yeah, we forgot
You've got the beach, I know.
We did forget that.
So if you don't want to go trekking about, you can just have a lovely day on the beach, or potter around the market, or go and see some of the sights. Day 8, though, you then sail into Palma, which is beautiful, in Mallorca, of course. You disembark the ship and transfer to a nice hotel for 7 nights, all-inclusive stay. So when you look at that price, isn't that absolutely astounding?
You know, the whole cruise was all-inclusive, and it also includes your tips as well as your drinks and your food, and then the same with your hotel stay as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think you're getting the best of both worlds there, aren't you,
I think you are. If you're undecided about whether you want to do a hotel or a cruise holiday, well, why don't you combine it and do both? And Palma is great, because it's one of those places that if you're just the kind of person that wants to sit on the beach and chill, you can. But if your other half is like, no, do you know, I love a bit of sightseeing, you've got so many beautiful sights to see as well. The cathedral, obviously, which just looms over the entire city. Yeah, it's beautiful.
We cannot emphasise enough, whenever we can feature Thomson on a complete all-inclusive basis, then the phone lines always light up, and I know they will be doing tonight. So if you've been waiting for this one, under £70 per person per night, then please give us a call on that free phone number. And when it comes to the Thomson ships, they are very homely, they're very warm, they're very inviting, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Comfortable, clean, the staff are fantastic, friendly, great food. You know,
they look great, don't they?
They're fantastic.
And remember, we have got some really good little upgrades available as well. Now, return flights, they're based on London, Bournemouth or Norwich, but we always have flights available from your local airport as well, just for small supplements, and we've got a whole list of those. I'll share those a little bit later on. 7 nights in that all-inclusive hotel, of course, as well, and the cruise itself, and I know I've said this several times, but the whole package is all-inclusive, not just the hotel, not just the cruise, everything there is all-inclusive. Let's just remind you, I said that we've got some great little upgrades. Well, if you go for the May date, you only have to spend another, another £60, and you can have an outside.
Yeah, so that's well worth it.
Or an outside plus.
Yeah, lovely. Very good indeed. You know, great prices.
They're really good, aren't they?
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah. And regional airports, we can find you an airport as close to home as possible.
It's one of the great things about Thomson, isn't it, is that they obviously have that ability. So if you see there, hopefully there's something to suit everybody.
Sometimes it's nothing worse, is it, than real, you know, on the way back thinking, oh, when I get to the airport, I've got a 3 or 4 hour drive. So yes, we can get an airport as close to your home as possible.
Yes.
Now, we have a very exciting next cruise for you. Something for everyone tonight, there really is. I've been on a maiden voyage before and it was really special. So much happening. And we've got the maiden voyage on the brand new ship from Cruise and Maritime, haven't we?
We have indeed. So Cruise and Maritime have acquired this new ship, which is now named the Magellan, which is named after the famous Portuguese explorer. So the capacity is 1,250 passengers.
Really nice size.
Yeah, so it's quite intimate, but, you know, lovely atmosphere on board.
And although, you know, Gem's a mother, she loves kids, but this is adult only, which is nice at times, isn't it?
Of course it is, you know, and especially for people who haven't got children or aren't travelling with children, it is quite nice to know, you know, that this is all adult only. So the decor inside is very classic, very traditional, very sophisticated, and as you say, this is the maiden voyage heading north to magical Iceland and the Faroes for the solar eclipse and the Northern Lights. So it's going to be incredible.
Yeah,
and everything will be brand new. I always like the thought of being the first person to get in the pool, the first person to go in the spa. All the towels are brand new. I mean, just beautiful. So yeah, really, really nice. You know, first person to stay in your, you know, in your cabin. And imagine how excited the staff are going to be.
And what is going to be so nice about this is not only have you got this wonderful ship that Cruise and Maritime have just acquired, but you're going to see the solar eclipse and hopefully, of course, the Northern Lights as well.
Yeah,
so
with
this
a bit
time
of
of
luck,
year,
yeah.
this is the prime month, isn't it?
I think this is a really fantastic cruise, actually.
And I do know, if you remember last year, we featured, well, quite a few cruises for the Northern Lights, and we have featured the solar eclipse sailings before, and they have sold really quickly.
I think it's one of those, natural phenomenons that you really want to see. You want to tick off the list. You hear about it from other people, but you want to be there yourself to experience it. And that's what life's all about, is experiencing these amazing things.
And we do know there's been an awful lot of interest in this one already. It's really good, actually, this price, isn't it?
It is, absolutely
and it's from
wonderful.
Tilbury as well, so...
Yes.
Again, you don't have to, you know, fly anywhere or anything like that.
No,
it's from Tilbury,
you can pack whatever you like. Yep, Tilbury in Essex is where you're sailing from, and then you are at sea for a day until you arrive in beautiful Invergordon, which is in the Highlands of Scotland. So, stunning village, which lies just near the head of a fjord on the arm of the North Sea. Look at that scenery. So, of course, you could go and have a look for the Loch Ness Monster and take in some cathedrals, some gardens. Do you know what? The fresh air up there, my goodness me, you'll sleep well, it'll knock you out. Amazing. If you play golf or anything, you could go for a bit of that. Cycling, walking, mountain biking, nature spotting, it's all there. And then day 4, we arrive in Lerwick, which is just further up in the Shetland Islands. So, of course, you might spot some of the famous Shetland ponies. Again, it's beautiful countryside. There are some ancient ruins you could go and visit, or you could go to Scalloway Castle for the day. And then day 5, you're at sea, and day 6, this is when they are planning the solar eclipse viewing off the coast of the Faroe Islands. So I assume everybody will go up on deck, and basically, as seen from the Earth, a solar eclipse is when the moon passes between the sun and the Earth, and the moon fully or partially blocks the sun, but it can only happen when there's a new moon. It's all quite complicated, but don't worry, they've got the dates right.
I would love to see this, though.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, if it's horrendously cloudy, we cannot guarantee it, but you should, with a bit of luck, see it, and it's a natural phenomenon, and how amazing would that be, doing it with all the passengers on the board?
I'm going to say, this is one of your chances of getting the best view, isn't it?
Absolutely, and all organised for you, and a real experience. And then you've got another day sailing, and then on day 8 we're in Reykjavik in Iceland. And of course, during the summer months, the daylight literally lasts round the clock. So perfect, because you can stroll around the beautiful town's picturesque streets. There's so much character to it. It's quite sort of bare and covered with volcanic rock and odd things to eat. My parents were there not that long ago, and they said there's things like puffin and elk on the menu.
Did you try that?
So maybe eat on the ship. But that's the local
Sounds good
food.
advice, Gemma.
Eat on the ship. And then you've got another relaxing day at sea, and then day 10 you're in the Faroe Islands. So the port is called Tórshavn, and if you've got the slightest interest in birds and bird watching, then there's an amazing colony here of storm petrels, so you could get your binoculars out and have a look at them, which is really exciting. And then, after that, we are sailing back to Tilbury,
Yes.
but you have got a couple of days at sea as well.
Yeah, a couple of days at sea, and then back, of course, to Tilbury. And when you are, you know, cruising from the UK with no flights, you've got unlimited luggage, and everything is really easy, really straightforward.
You can take big shampoo bottles and all that kind of thing without worrying.
Hassle-free, it really is. And, of course, you can do some shopping as well.
Absolutely, it's part of a holiday, isn't it, really?
Now, we have got a price there of 1229, but also the single price on this is just 1999 as well.
Yeah, really good. Really good.
And cruise holidays are, I think, for any single passengers, you are really looked after.
Well, absolutely, and it also means that if you want to, you know, socialise a little bit, there's so many friendly people who will feel the same, so you can make friends, have someone to dine with. It's lovely.
And now, don't forget, this is the maiden voyage of the Cruise of Maritime's brand new adult-only ship, the Magellan there. Once in a lifetime chance to see the solar eclipse. I mean, that really...
Yeah, I think that'd be so exciting. That evening would be great.
And also, this sailing offers the chance to see the Northern Lights. A single special on that as well, and a deposit of only £200. We do expect, I know there's been a lot of interest on this one already, so say if that tickles your fancy tonight, do give us a call. 0800 840 1088. And you know, even if you're just thinking of booking, even if you've just got any questions, with it being a free phone number, it's just worth picking up the phone, speaking to one of our cruise consultants, just getting a bit of extra advice and help.
Absolutely, and if that date doesn't work for you, we'll see what else might be coming up. Because we'll be able to, we've got so much choice.
Suitable. And don't forget, a brand new website with Planet Cruises. It's a really user-friendly website with so much extra information on there as well. But we are nearly out of time, but we have one final cruise, and it's a biggie. It's on the ship that everyone is talking about, the Quantum of the Seas from Royal Caribbean. I mean, she looks amazing. She really does. I'm desperate to get on her. I really am. I'm also desperate to go over to China and Japan. Well, you get to do all of that with this. And we've even got... some upgrades available as well. A free upgrade from Ocean View to Balcony, and tours including this one. It's the most incredible journey of a lifetime. But let's talk about this brand new ship, because she is exceptional.
Well, firstly, the Quantum of the Seas is absolutely enormous. She's huge and, designed to wow. And absolutely, you will be like, wow. You can't take a picture from the port because you won't be able to fit the whole ship in. But, you know, Royal Caribbean always like to deliver some sort of firsts at sea. So they've had their rock wall, their ice skating ring.
I
was on the Oasis of the Seas, it was absolutely mind-blowing.
But the Oasis doesn't have one of these.
No, it doesn't. This is the North Star, which basically reveals 360-degree views, and you step into it. It's like a jewel-shaped capsule, and you basically ascend over 300 feet above sea level, where you really get some pretty good views. So you've got to have a head for heights to go in that one.
Now,
this is, bit of classic skydiving at sea. Why not? But you've also got, now this is a 270, which is a revolutionary multi-level room with 270-degree panoramic sea views that you can see there from floor to ceiling. And then what happens is at night, they digitally make it, so instead of looking out to sea, suddenly you're in a forest or whatever. So they transform it from morning to night. It's really exciting. You've got the bumper cars, you've got a music hall, you've got so many different places to eat. You've got 18 different eateries. You've got 5 main complimentary restaurants and so many speciality restaurants. Name a type of cuisine and they have got it on this ship. And look at that. That's just a joke, isn't it? Beautiful. So this is an absolutely... Just going on this ship alone will be an experience you'll never forget. And can I just say as a mum, the childcare on this ship is ridiculous. I mean, without you won't see your kids because they'll be having so much fun for all different ages, from babies right up to teenagers, and it's included.
It's a very good point, actually.
Yeah, and it's included. You know, often you go on holiday and you pay a supplement, and it's just all there, all this stuff for them to do. It's absolutely unreal till about 10:30 at night.
And when you think how expensive childcare is,
Anyway,
there's so much more to this, actually. So it starts off with your flight to Beijing.
Yeah.
And we are actually going to transfer you from the airport to a hotel for a 3-night stay. We've actually got tours included here, haven't we?
We have. You've got so much to do in Beijing. We're going to take you to the Forbidden City and to Tiananmen Square, which are probably two of the most famous places to go and visit. And then on another day, we are also organising for you a day of the Great Wall of China, which, quite frankly, it's one of the wonders of the world. So you've got to go and do
so again,
that.
all of this has been planned. All of this
it's
is
all included. It's all included. And then after that, on day 4, after your tour, you're going to transfer from the hotel to another airport, and you're going to take an internal flight from Beijing to Xi'an. I think that's how you say it. Xi'an, I don't know, Xi'an. And you're going to transfer from the airport to another hotel for a 2-night stay. And this is where you do your Terracotta Warriors tour, which, again, I would love to do this so much. So it's the former ancient capital. So you'll go and, have your breakfast all included and everything, and then you'll go and visit this most important archaeological discovery of the 20th century.
I mean,
so
again,
these were created
that's on my wish list.
2,000 years ago to accompany a famous emperor into the afterlife. So you'll go and have lunch at a local restaurant, then you're going to walk along the ancient city wall, stroll through a beautiful quarter, enjoy the markets. Then in the evening, you've got entertainment, you've got a traditional dumpling meal and a performance of Tang Dynasty dancing. Breakfast, lunch and dinner all sorted for you. All included. So then the next day, after that incredible experience, you transfer to the airport and you fly a morning flight to Beijing. And then you have a night in a hotel, and during which you're going to go and do some more excursions. And you can also have like a private lesson, like a Tai Chi master. Your breakfast and lunch is included. And then on day 8, that's when you transfer to the port and embark your ship for 5 nights cruising. What a trip.
I mean, it really is. This one is just outstanding, isn't it? Anyway, so which ports are we visiting on our cruise then?
We've got a day at sea, which you will absolutely love on, of course, the Quantum, enjoying all those facilities. And then on day 10, you're in Busan in Korea. In South Korea. So go and have a look at the markets there, really interesting. And then day 11, you're in Fukuoka. And day 12, you're at sea. And day 13, you are in Shanghai. And again, here, you're going to disembark and transfer from the port to a hotel for a 2-night stay in this sophisticated, cosmopolitan, really dynamic, beautiful city. Huge population. There's 23 million people that live there, and it's an ever-changing skyline. It literally means city on the sea because of its position on the river, and there's so much history there. You're going to have a Shanghai city tour as well. This is all included. I mean, it's just unreal.
And this is what the award-winning Planet Cruise team are so good at, making these bespoke trips, sorting out everything for you, all of your hotel stays, all of your transfers, all of your trips.
I know, and all you've got to do is literally phone up and then sort of, book it in, and you're done. All of that is taken care for you. But obviously, if there's anything you thought, well, I'm not sure I want to do that, you don't have to do any of it, but just give us a ring and talk about it.
And fantastic customer service, of course, as well. And we can't emphasise that enough, I know there's a lot of brand new viewers every week that might be thinking, oh, is that cruise right for me? Maybe we've got a few questions. We are here to help, we really are. And just so there are some free upgrades from Ocean View to balcony. All of your flights and transfers are included. Great tours as well. Some of the best tours have been cherry-picked for you at home. And we're going to give you that extra stay, 4-night stay in that hotel in Beijing, and the 2-night stay in Xi'an and Shanghai as well.
Yeah, wonderful. Real experience, that one. If you've not been to that sort of part of the world, I'd love to see the Great Wall of China. I haven't either. And it is one of the wonders of the world. I'd love to see it.
Well, we've seen everything now, and it's just time for a quick recap. I do know that we'll have had very, very busy lines tonight. The phone line's open, of course, right now. And first thing tomorrow morning at 8:30 as well. Now, we started off with the most unbelievable cruise with MSC. And it really is. I've been presenting the show many, many years, and when you see a 3 on the screen, a cruise starting with 3, not 4, not 5, 3, that is exceptional value. It works out under £57 per person per night. This is a flash sale, and the flights, they're not going to be on a low-cost budget airline. Not that there's anything wrong with some of those, but no, these are BA flights as well. So great flights, and for all of our single ladies and gents, please do not let this opportunity pass you by. We have a single special on selected dates of just $3.99. And those dates, if you are to get the single price, we've got the 14th of December, the 25th of January is at $3.99, and we've got the 1st of Feb at $4.19 for singles as well. And if you do want this experience to be truly outstanding, you might even look into the Yacht Club experience, which is very much VIP, all-inclusive. You own private bars and dining areas, and you'll get an extra £400 on board spend. It is a flash sale. It's one of the best deals we've ever seen, but it will be going very, very quickly tonight. Then we had our lovely Ruth with us. She's going to, I know, join us at the end of the show to say goodbye. On board the Celebrity Eclipse, you know, an award-winning ship, a ship that I love and adore. We're going to give you so much more today. An upgrade from Ocean View to balcony, but this is the best offer that they do. It's a special promotion where you choose 2 from the 3 great extras right now. So you could go for the free classics drinks package and the free gratuities, or the free gratuities and the onboard spend, but you get to pick 2 of 3 out of 3 of those. If you book the concierge, you'll actually get all of those, and Planet Cruise are offering free parking there as well. And there's great overnights, of course. Cruise number 3 was with Princess Cruises on board the Sapphire Princess. And it's that 50-night Vietnam, Cambodia and Thailand cruise with the Singapore stay as well. Excellent value. And we have got dates there for 2016 for less than £2,000 then. Some great upgrades. For just £50, you could go from inside to Ocean View as well. We then had, of course, Thomson. I know we have been so busy for this one. Everything is all-inclusive, so that's your 7 nights in your fantastic 4T hotel, 7 nights on board the Thomson Dream, and all of your tips and everything is included there at $969. Again, always a top seller. Then we moved on to Cruise and Maritime. Your chance of being on board the Magellan, 12 nights solar eclipse maiden sailing from Tilbury, and a chance not just to see the solar eclipse, but to see the Northern Lights as well. And that is the maiden voyage of that ship that they've just added to their fleet, an adult ownership. And we just saw Royal Caribbean, the ship that everyone's talking about, the Quantum of the Seas, the 50-night Terracotta Warriors, China, Japan and Shanghai cruise and stay. And the hot picks, we had some great hot picks. Ruth was with us with the Celebrity Eclipse Fjords cruise with our wonderful Keith. I know half the allocated staterooms have already been booked up for that one tonight. And if you do go for an Ocean View above, you'll get the chance of choosing the free drinks, the free gratuities, or the free onboard spend. You'll be able to choose 2 of those, of course, if you book an Ocean View or above. And then finally, we did have our Marco Polo hot pick as well. 6 nights from $489 there as well. Now, the next Planet Cruise show is on Friday at 11 o'clock, of course, and Gemma and I will be back, of course, next week. I want to say a big thank you to Ruth as well. Thank you so much, Ruth.
It's been lovely to see you all again. Thank you.
It's been
pleasure.
Amazing offers tonight. And
awesome.
don't forget, if you are new, all of the cruises are quality assured, Gemma, aren't they, as well?
Absolutely. Atoll and Abta protected.
And we would love you to get in touch. You can get interactive by, of course, tweeting us, following us, of course, on Facebook and Twitter there as well. Thank you so much, girls. I wish we had longer.
I know.
Great, hasn't it?
Let's do 2 hours next time.
I'd love to. I really will. We'll see you soon here
soon.
on of course, the show.